you're not here by chance. This message found you because the moment to awaken has arrived. When something stirs within you, a restlessness for meaning, a whisper of truth. It's no coincidence. It's the universe calling you back to yourself, to the knowledge hidden within. It's not by accident, it's recognition. A silent invitation to remember your divine origin and your innate power to shape reality, because in truth, you've never been separate from that force. The question is, are you ready to unlock it? For thousands of years, the most sacred teachings have been concealed in symbols, rituals, and silence, hidden from those who weren't prepared. But now, this knowledge is no longer sealed. It whispers through the cracks of your consciousness, waiting for your attention to awaken. Some will ignore it, others will feel the resonance, hear the call. But only those who are truly ready will access the keys to manifestation, the art of transforming invisible intentions into tangible reality. Because true magic isn't a trick, it's the mastery of invisible causes, energies, vibrations, frequencies that transform the intangible into what manifests. Imagine the invisible force behind all creation, thought, destiny. And this force exists. And in ancient wisdom, it's represented by the great architect who connects thought to matter, the divine frequency of creation itself. Throughout history, various cultures have revered the divine scribe, Thoth, Hermes, Jehuti, each a symbol of sacred language and cosmic order. He's not just a recorder of divine secrets, he's the living conductor of the universal code of creation. In Egypt, Thoth was the deity who transcribed the language of the cosmos, an alphabet of sounds and symbols that, when understood, could unlock the fabric of reality. Think about it. Before the universe took form, it was thought, pure potential spinning in the silence of the void. But for that potential to manifest, it needed a translator, a bridge between the invisible and the visible. That translation was Thoth, the guardian of sacred vibration. His role wasn't just to record stories. Thoth represented the very architecture of existence, how everything arises from the harmony of rhythm, intention, and balance. In the teachings of ancient Egypt, they understood that creation follows a cosmic rhythm, not chaos. Every thought, every word, every vibration follows a divine sequence, an order that must be respected for manifestation to occur. For them, language was a sacred act. More than just simple words, it was an act of alignment. Each sound carried a frequency, an energetic signature that could awaken or block the creative flow. In fact, initiates knew that mastering the word required mastering silence. Because before the physical sound arises, there's a fertile space, that space of possibility. Think of the seed before it sprouts, the silence before the first breath of wind or the first ripple in the water. That space holds the potential for all emergence. When you speak unconsciously, when your words are born from habits or fears, you are, without realizing it, shaping the limits of your reality. But when words are used with intention, with awareness, they become deliberate spells, powerful tools of transformation. And like the ancient scribes of Egypt, you have that power within you. Language isn't just about names and descriptions. It's an energetic blueprint, a vibrational geometry that shapes the fabric of your personal universe. The phrase from the Gospel of John, "In the beginning was the Word," is a reminder that words are primordial forces. They aren't static sounds, but living energies that carry rhythm, intention, and consequence. Each word you speak is a vibration, a seed that grows in the fertile soil of your consciousness. The question is, have your words been cultivated or have they grown wild? Are they aligned with your deepest desire? Imagine your inner vibration as a harp. When all the strings are in harmony, your reality responds with ease. But when there's dissonance, when your inner world is misaligned, manifestation becomes a struggle, a game of hide and seek. That's why ancient teachings emphasize the importance of coherence, that your speech, your thoughts, and your feelings are one. Every word, every silent intention echoes in the vast space of creation. The key is to cultivate that attunement. When you speak, think, and feel as one, your vibration becomes an antenna that captures and transmits the right frequency. Let's revisit a word that many consider just magic: abracadabra. But what if I told you that this phrase, once sacred, holds a deep secret about the very essence of creation? Derived from ancient Aramaic, abracadabra, which means I create as I speak. It's not just a spell, it's a formula, a conscious act of co-creation embedded in a divine geometry. Throughout history, wise cultures have understood the power of vocal vibration. Medieval alchemists used the pentagram, 5 points that symbolize the 5 elements: earth, water, air, fire, and spirit, as a map of inner evolution. The pentagram is more than just a symbol, it's a map of inner harmony. Each point represents a force: earth, your body, your structure, your physical foundation; water, your emotions, your feelings, your memory; air, your thoughts, ideas, your mind; fire, your action, passion, life force; spirit, the invisible essence that gives life to everything. When these elements are balanced, you activate a sacred frequency, a resonance capable of transforming your inner and outer world. Living in harmony with this principle means understanding that manifestation isn't about forcing, wishing, or intensely desiring. It's about tuning your inner self, your vibration, to the frequency of the reality you want to create. It's a dance between the visible and the invisible, the sacred geometry that resides within you. Modern science confirms something that the ancients already knew. Everything is energy vibrating at specific frequencies. Thoughts and emotions emit subtle waves, similar to radio signals, that transmit your inner condition to the universe. When your vibration coincides with your highest truth, the universe responds with synchronicities, opportunities, and manifestations. However, most people don't realize that their words are a direct form of this vibration. Every affirmation, complaint, or story reinforces your current vibration, either strengthening limitations or expanding potentialities. In Egypt, they knew that words carry weight, not just for what they describe, but for what they do. They are living forces that shape reality with the power of intentional sound. Ask yourself, are you speaking from your higher self, that which you want to manifest, in total harmony with your deepest truth? Or are you repeating old stories of scarcity and fear? Because the universe doesn't judge value, it responds to coherence. In the mythologies of Egypt, Thoth appears in the judgment of the soul. The heart and the feather of truth are weighed, a reflection of inner harmony. But here's the often forgotten truth. This judgment isn't punishment, it's a mirror, a reflection that shows your vibrational state. Your life is continuously recording your internal vibrations. Every thought, every emotion, every feeling leaves its mark, a true inner book. Imagine your subconscious mind as the most careful scribe. Everything you feed it, fear, love, doubt, faith, is recorded, and what's recorded becomes your reality. So, what have you been writing today? Are you building a foundation of abundance or one of limitation? Because the greatest secret is this: your external reality is a reflection of your internal vibrational record. Manifesting isn't wishful thinking or hope, it's a reflection of inner coherence. When your thought, your feeling, and your speech are aligned, the universe responds with precision. It's like tuning a radio station to capture the exact frequency, transmitting the message of your deepest desire. The ancient teachings taught that before something manifests externally, it has already been formed internally. The exterior is just the mirror of what lives within you. So how do you adjust this inner frequency? How do you achieve this conscious alignment? First, recognize that every thought and word is a seed. If you plant them with intention, they will grow and transform into your experience. Second, cultivate silence, an inner space free of noise. When your mind is quiet, your true vibration becomes clearer. And third, speak with deliberate intention. Say what you want to manifest, not what you fear or doubt. Let me share a simple yet powerful practice to do daily. Step 1. Start the day with 2 minutes of absolute silence. No phone, no distractions. Just breathe, observe your thoughts passing, and feel the presence of calm. This moment prepares your internal field, creating the fertile ground for your words and intentions to blossom. Step 2. Choose an affirmation that resonates with your highest desire. It could be, "My inner state guides my reality. My words create harmony around me. I am an open channel for divine order." Repeat this phrase 3 times, feeling each word. Feel the vibrations coursing through your body and your consciousness. Step 3. Do a simple action. Make the bed, light a candle, wash a dish with full presence. Imagine this action as a signature of a new line in your story. Each gesture, an affirmation of alignment. If your mind wanders or doubt arises, take a deep breath. Bring your attention back and refine your vibration. Remember, your words are like continuous transmissions. What you say most often shapes your internal script, the story your subconscious believes. The coherence between what you think, feel, and say is your most powerful tool for manifestation. The ancient sages knew that certain truths are so powerful that they demand silence. Silence isn't weakness or censorship, it's a protective space that preserves the purity of your intentions. Before using your words to create, cultivate a space of stillness, an internal silence where clarity is born. Only then does your speech become a deliberate act of co-creation, not just noise. Great masters throughout history spoke little, not because they knew less, but because they understood the importance of timing, patience, and sacred space. Think of your speech as a divine portal, each word a key that can open or close doors. Use your words wisely, speaking only when you are in full alignment with your higher purpose. And when in doubt, remember, sometimes the most powerful action is silence. The silent space between thoughts is where infinite possibilities are born. Your inner archive holds the deepest secret of creation. Like the great books of Thoth, your subconscious records everything you are and everything you have created. This book isn't written on papyrus. It's inscribed in your heart, in your vibration, in your energy. Every thought and emotion leaves a mark, an internal blueprint waiting to be read and reprogrammed. The key isn't to seek external symbols or ancient formulas. It's to recognize that you are the last tablet, the living inscription of your reality. When you understand that your inner vibration is the supreme creator, you will realize that the external world is a mirror of your inner state. You don't need magic or spells, just the conscious act of tuning your inner frequency, aligning your words, and living with full presence. Each time you remember this, you rewrite your story, erase old patterns, and assume the role of architect of your own divinity. Imagine waking up every day with the certainty that your vibrational state is your most sacred asset, that your thoughts, emotions, and words are tools to sculpt your reality, like an artist molding the clay of the cosmos. Each choice, each moment of attention is a stroke in your masterpiece. You are not just a spectator, you are the creator, the architect, the sacred voice that echoes throughout the universe. Realize that life isn't happening to you, it's responding to you. Your inner harmony, your alignment, determines whether the flow of life is smooth or turbulent. When you live this awareness, manifestation becomes something natural, a spontaneous expression of your inner attunement. And remember, The greatest creation isn't just in speaking, but in living your deepest truth, in being coherent with who you really are. Because who you are speaks louder than what you say, and by aligning with that inner truth, your external world transforms accordingly. You are the last tablet, the final inscription, sculpted from the inside out. No external power, no ancient magic can override the script you write in your vibration each day. Thoth wasn't a distant god with guarded secrets. He was a mirror of your divine potential. And now, the power is in your hands. The question isn't what you want to manifest, it's, are you willing to become the vibrational architect of your reality? Because true magic isn't out there. It's in this moment, in your choice to tune in, to be silent, and to speak with intention. When you realize that every word and thought has the power to write your story, then you awaken to your divine role as a co-creator. You already carry within you the sacred code, an ancient and resilient map. Now is the time to consciously activate it. In each moment of silence, remember, you are not just shaping your future, you are rewriting the very structure of your essence. And by doing so, you change your entire experience of life. Begin with awareness. Practice silence. Speak with purpose. Live coherence. Because when you tune in from within, the universe responds. When your vibration is clear, your manifestation flows with naturalness. And by recognizing that you are the last tablet, the divine inscription in the grand story of creation, you reclaim your power, your potential, and your destiny. The cosmic order is already within you. All that's missing is your conscious remembrance. Are you ready to live what you speak and become the creator of your own reality? Remember, the greatest magic is that which you embody every day. Your words are brushstrokes, your vibration, the canvas. Therefore, don't wait for external signs. Become the living force of your greatest vision right now. And if this message touched a truth in your heart, share, live, and manifest your full potential. Because the universe awaits your conscious signature, and your true moment of manifestation is just one decision away. Thank you so much for being with me on this journey. If you felt that this message resonated, support, share, and help spread this knowledge. Together, we awaken collective consciousness, one aligned word at a time. Until next time, live with intention, speak with purpose, and remember, you are the divine inscription in the great work of creation.